I was on a beach.
Right? This makes me think
yes,
my toes are in the sand.
But it's
right
okay
now.
if I'm not on a beach, because I'm here.
And it's
With
maybe
Mila.
the best time of the week.
Yeah, it's Mass Appeals Pet of the Week. And we're here with Lee Chambers. She's from Dayton Humane Society. And
Mila.
Mila.
Tell us all about him.
Mila is a little doll. She's a 5-year-old Chihuahua mix and a lovely brown coat, big eyes. She is ready for adoption at our Springfield location. And Mila is a sweet dog. She's that nice combination of still young enough to be energetic and want to walk and go on hikes, but not crazy, super too active for the family. But she's also a cuddle bug and loves to snuggle and loves to get her belly rubbed. So she's that nice age of 5 where it's kind of in between, and she just has a problem with her confidence. She's very timid and she spooks very easily. So if you come down to meet her, and please do, if you want to consider bringing her home, let her come to you. She gets spooked if you're a little too enthusiastic and come towards her. But confidence building, I think, would be easy once she's in a new home.
So that being said, maybe not ideal for a family with young children?
Exactly. She really would need to be with children 13 and up, and cats would not be a good idea. So if there are cats in the house, that might not be a good mix for our little Mila.
hi, Mila. She's so sweet.
Good dog.
She is
calm.
a sweet dog.
Oh my goodness. Well, while we're loving her up, let's talk about safety.
Yes.
Especially with our pets, because this can be a scary time for any pet, even if they are really confident, with fireworks and everything.
Yeah, this is the season, all right. We're going to be, you know, it's the 4th tomorrow, and people are already shooting things off late at night, God knows.
Yes, I know.
In my neighborhood.
We hear it.
And it's just some things to really let folks know. Do not please bring your dogs to 4th of July fireworks. This is a very big family time, but please leave the dogs at home. It does not sit well with them. Their ears are super sensitive and they get scared, and dogs are known to bolt away from their families to get away from the sound of the fireworks. It's a fact that July 5th is one of the busiest days in American shelters because they round up all these stray dogs who have bolted. It's a fact.
Oh,
So
That being said, 'cause we have a bunch of tips that we're going to share and they're going to be on our website, but if you have to take them outside, maybe to go to the bathroom, a leash is a requirement.
exactly, a leash and an ID tag especially. So if they do separate from you somehow, they can be found.
And days like today, they're hot, they're humid, we got to get water and shade is a must if you're going to leave them out.
Absolutely. If you are taking them to the beach, for example, really critical to have fresh water for them and some shade. And you know how the hot sand hurts our feet? Hurts theirs too. So you don't want to.
That's true.
You don't want to have their little delicate pads be hitting the hot sand.
And they
and
don't
make
get to
them
wear shoes like we do.
We don't
Or
have
you-
sandals yet. We're working on it.
Dog
That
sandals,
would be
now
good.
there's your $1 million
I
ideally.
know.
And the black top, too, can get really hot. So that's a good
Exactly.
point. Think about if it hurts you, it's probably going to hurt your furry friend.
And
Right.
speaking of the heat, another tip, keep the dogs away from open flames.
Absolutely. Entertaining at home is a big 4th of July thing, and that brings with it a wealth of potential dangers if you're not paying attention. Open flames from barbecuing, bonfires, keep the dogs away from that. If you're cooking and you're using tin foil and saran and stuff like that, be careful when you throw it away because it's got the scent of the food on it, and guess what the dog's going to do? They head for that.
Yep.
And the garbage in general, you want to be sure that you secure it very carefully because you know how dogs just will go right to it.
And there's a lot of foods that we shouldn't be feeding our dogs. I know we have people
Right.
come on and say there's certain vegetables that you should give your dog because it's fun and a natural diet's a good diet, but things like chocolate, sausages and mushrooms, all that kind of stuff, keep them away.
Exactly. When your friends are over for your barbecue or if you go to your friend's house, be sure to ask them very nicely not to feed your pets without your knowledge. You know, people mean well. The dog comes over to the table, hey, have this. But if it's your dog and somebody has slipped at something it shouldn't have, that's not good.
And it breeds bad behavior too, because there's nothing worse. You train your dog to not be a food scrap dog, then
Right.
someone comes in and ruins it.
And it's hard
by
too when
throwing
you
them
have little
something.
kids, especially if they're on the same level as a dog like Mila. That's so. It's easy for them to hand off their food to them. So try to make sure that they're not handing off something the dog shouldn't have.
Exactly.
And heat stress, symptoms of heat stress. Make sure that you pay attention because too much heat is obviously a bad thing.
It is, and you know, they normally pant, of course, dogs pant in the summertime, of course. But if they are experiencing signs of heat stress or heat stroke, even worse, they will pant excessively. They'll stagger, they'll be wobbly on their feet, they'll be very weak, and they could even, obviously, if they collapse, there's the real red flag right there. So what you want to do is, for immediate care, you want to apply a hose to your dog of cool, not cold, because that's too much of a
Shocking.
shock, but cool water on them to bring the temperature down.
And similarly, you don't want to give them ice cubes. You want to just cool water, not
that's-
cold water.
That's too abrupt a temperature change. So cool water over them with a hose get them to the vet as soon as you can.
Thank you, Lee. Well,
Seriously.
on a good note, Mila's up for adoption. She's
Yes.
beautiful. She's
her
amazing.
home.
And happy 4th of July. Let's hope
Happy
she gets a
4th.
new home. Thank you.
Hey, also